I would like to take this opportunity to give a brief introduction to the South Australian Certificate of Education, how an Australian tertiary admissions rank is calculated, and the subject selection process at Prince Alfred College. The South Australian Certificate of Education, SACE, is a local program particular to South Australia. It is an inclusive program designed for all levels of ability. It prides itself on its flexibility to accommodate the needs of many students, from pathways through vocational educational training or VET programs through to bespoke specialist courses. The SACE is a continuous assessment over 2 years, and the majority of work is school assessed. In Year 11, Stage 1, 100% of all work undertaken is school assessed. All tests, assignments are written by and marked by subject teachers. In Year 12, 70% is school assessed, and all subjects have a 30% external component, either an examination or folio piece. School assessed work is subject to a moderation process by the SACE board at the end of each year. Stage 1 has a broader focus of 6 subjects in preparation for Stage 2, which is a little more specialised. Both stages count towards SACE, but only Stage 2 subjects count towards an Australian Tertiary Admissions Rank, or ATAR. The SACE is an internationally recognised qualification through an ATAR score. A student needs 200 credits to achieve the SACE. 1 full year of study in each subject equates to 20 credits. Minimum requirements are 110 Stage 1 credits at Year 11 and 90 Stage 2 credits in Year 12. In conjunction with this, there are some compulsory elements at both stages. At Stage 1, all students must complete the personal learning plan, and literacy and numeracy requirements mean that all students must attain a minimum C grade at Stage 1. At Stage 2, all students must complete the research project. Failure to pass the compulsory components jeopardises eligibility to attain a SACE regardless of all other grades. An ATAR is calculated using the best 4.5 Stage 2 subjects only. At Prince Alfred College, students study for more than the minimum 200 credits required to achieve the SACE. In Year 10, all students complete the PLP, the first 10 Stage 1 credits. At Year 11, a full year of literacy and numeracy, plus 4 other Stage 1 full year subjects or equivalent, plus the research project, which is Stage 2's 10 credits. In Year 12, 5 Stage 2 subjects or equivalent are studied. A PAC student typically completes the SACE with 240 SACE credits, giving a broad, balanced curriculum in preparation for tertiary study. The SACE recognises learning both in and outside of school. For example, the Duke of Edinburgh Award Scheme or Army Cadets, amongst other things, can accrue SACE credits. In Year 11 and 12, one of the option subjects can be an IB subject or VET course. IB subjects include languages, sports science, design technology and film studies. For VET courses, only Cert 3 and above count towards an ATAR. An ATAR is a number between 0 and 99.95 that indicates a student's position or rank relative to all other students in their cohort. Only Stage 2 subjects or equivalent contribute to an ATAR, which is calculated by the South Australian Tertiary Admissions Council, SATAC, not by the SACE board. SACE subjects are scored and scaled out of 20, and the best 4.5 subject scores are used to calculate an aggregate score, which is then converted to an ATAR. It's important to note that the SACE is not an ATAR, but a student's ATAR is calculated using a SACE score. How well a student does in SACE will determine their ATAR score. For a more academic tertiary pathway, universities weight examined subjects more highly than non-examined subjects. It's important to note that it's not necessarily all about the A's and B's. A B grade in examined subjects give approximately the same scale score as an A grade in a non-examined subject. A C grade in any science gives a higher scale score than a B grade in PE, art, technology or outdoor education. A C in mathematical methods is approximately the same as a B in general mathematics. Plus, you get 2 bonus points for some university courses if you study mathematical methods. Gaining a high ATAR is hard work. Continual assessment means that students will be doing approximately 18 to 20 assessment pieces per term in Year 11 and 10 to 15 assessment pieces per term in Year 12. All assessment in Year 12 directly contributes to the ATAR. These assessments will not be evenly spaced throughout the year, and they come in peaks and troughs. Time management, organisation and good habits are essential. Shortly, the Subject Selection Handbook will be released outlining all subjects on offer at the college. And at the end of term, students will receive an email and login details in order that they can make subject choices for next year. For boys going into Year 11 in 2021, they make 8 choices, including a reserve. The first 3 choices are compulsory: research project, 1 English, and 1 mathematics subject. The next 4 are electives, and your final 8th choice is your reserve choice. The order is important. Subjects are allocated on a first-come, first-served basis, and popular courses fill up quickly. Your reserve choice is also important. A very small percentage of boys each year will get their reserve choice due to timetable constraints. There are some restrictions. For example, designing technology, you can only choose 1 of the 4 on offer. You can only choose PE or sports science, not both. And for visual arts, you can do art or design, not both. Those students wishing to study specialist maths, this becomes one of your elective subjects. The key dates coming up are, in week 8 of this term, the Subject Selection Handbook will be published online, followed by the web preferences, which will be available by the end of term. In term 3, the subject choice deadline for all students will be week 2, term 3. Then in the week commencing the 17th of August, there will be some subject counselling. Further sources of information can be attained from the PAC website, Senior School Subject Handbook, from myself, from Mr McKinnon for IB subjects, Mr Palladino for vet courses, Mrs McGann for careers counselling. All your subject teachers are invaluable sources of information. Then there's the SACE website, SATAC and TAFE guidelines and websites for further information. Thank you for listening.